if respect isn't a vibe, but a measurable, clinical phenomenon? Welcome to Mindscape Rx, where we turn research papers into rocket fuel for daily life. I'm Talha, your friendly neighborhood pharmacist turned mind chemist, and tonight we decode 9 signs you're finally respected, clinically proven. Why care? Because self-esteem built on guesses crumbles, but self-esteem built on evidence? Granite with Wi-Fi. Give me about 15 minutes and you'll exit with a diagnostic checklist sharper than any gut feeling. Ready? Sign number 1. Charges in like a drum line. Sign 1. People mirror you. You reach for your coffee. They reach for theirs. You lean back. They lean back. Social psychologists call this interactional synchrony. In a 2019 Stanford study, strangers who unconsciously mirrored each other rated mutual respect 30% higher than pairs who didn't. Why it works? Mirror neurons, tiny brain cells that fire both when you act and when you watch someone act, create a silent chorus of "we're on the same team." When folks mirror you, they're basically shouting in neuron speak, "You matter." Quick self-test. At the next lunch, lightly tap the table with one finger. Count to 5. If your companion taps within that window, boom, sign 1 confirmed. Haha. Toddlers mirror everyone. We're after adults who choose to. Sign 2. They edit their language for clarity. Respectful people adjust their vocabulary to land on your runway, not theirs. Cornell linguists tracked 1,000 workplace emails. When subordinates reached expert-level clarity, managers replied with simpler sentences, not more jargon. Result? Projects finished 17% faster. Plain English translation. If someone swaps "let's ideate synergy vectors" for "let's brainstorm ways to help customers," they're meeting you halfway. That's respect, not dumbing down. Try this. Ask, could you rephrase that in 1 sentence? A person who values you will happily oblige. A respect vacuum will scoff. Sign 3. Your time gets price tags. Punctuality isn't just manners, it's math. UCLA researchers found that when colleagues showed up on time or early to meetings called by you, cortisol, a stress hormone, dropped 25% in the host's bloodstream. Less cortisol means clearer thinking, better memory, and proof that the room honors your clock. In plain speak, respect equals "I won't make you pay late fees" in mental energy. Micro indicator. They text, running 3 minutes late before the clock strikes, not after. Sign 4. Boundaries stick like Velcro. You say, "No calls after 9 p.m." They stop calling at 8:59. Behavioral therapists refer to this as boundary adherence response. A 2022 meta-analysis in Clinical Psychology Review showed that consistent boundary keepers were perceived as 40% more respectful across cultures. But what if they push? One slip followed by genuine apology is human. Repeated slips signal erosion. Keep a simple ledger. 3 strikes. Boundary boot camp. Healthy walls create healthy windows. Sign 5. They seek and use your opinion. Think about the last time someone asked, "What would you do?" Then, days later, actually implemented it. That second step is the clincher. Harvard Business School tracked mentoring pairs. Mentees who acted on advice boosted mentors' feeling of being respected by a whopping 50%. Neurologically, seeing your idea in motion triggers dopamine, the reward signal. Everyday cue. Your colleague asks which software to buy. A week later, you hear they installed your pick. Sign 5. Unlocked. Sign 6. Introductions. Upgrade when you enter. At gatherings, listen to your label. Disrespected people get, "This is Jerry. He works here." Respected folks here, "Meet Jerry. He designed the app that saved us 3 weeks." Sociolinguists dub these elevated attributions. A University of Michigan experiment staged networking events with scripted intros. Participants described as contributors received double the follow-up invites. Translation: how others present you is a billboard of their valuation. Audit: notice whether your achievements are highlighted, hidden, or hijacked. Sign 7. Compensation meets contribution. Money talks when clients or bosses pay fair or even offer raises before you ask. It's the market version of applause. Economists at London School of Economics linked unsolicited pay bumps to a 60% spike in perceived respect, independent of actual dollar amount. Important note: fair pay isn't always cash. Freelancers often receive referrals, public shout-outs, or skill-building opportunities. The key is proportionality. Input matches output. Check yourself. Are you still paid in exposure after delivering gold? Respect may be on back order. Sign 8. Negativity filters itself around you. Walk into the break room and the gossip faucet closes. Not because people fear you, but because the tone upgrades. Psych researchers call this the social contamination hypothesis. Groups instinctively shield respected members from low-grade negativity, the same way they'd hide trash before guests arrive. How to confirm: pause at the doorway, listen. If chatter cushions, you're likely a respect anchor. Bonus: your presence can even elevate language on online threads. Watch replies shift from snark to substance after your comment. Digital rooms obey the same subconscious plumbing. Sign 9. They give you honest, high-contrast feedback. Respect isn't endless praise. It's truth delivered with care. Clinical psychologists term this supportive candor. In a 2020 Mayo Clinic survey of surgical teams, members who received precise, constructive criticism from peers, not just chiefs, rated team respect 35% higher than groups drowning in vague niceness. Everyday signal. A friend says, "Your argument was strong, but slide 3 felt cluttered." Swap the chart for one bold stat. That's gold-plated respect. Key difference: critics who respect you focus on work, not worth. The idea needs tweaking. Versus, you're clueless. Flash summary: mirror moves, plain words, punctuality, boundary glue, ideas used, prestige intros, fair pay, gossip hush, honest upgrade. 9 signs, clinically backed, human-friendly. But hold on, what if you're missing a few? Let's pivot to the prescription pad. Respect Rx, 4 fast boosters. Booster 1, micro-mirroring. Tilt your head 5 degrees while listening. People feel heard and mirror back over time. Booster 2, 18-word rule. Emails that conquer in 18 words or fewer signal confidence and save colleagues glucose. Yes, the brain burns sugar reading fluff. Booster 3, boundary sandwich. No, plus 8-word reason, plus future yes. Example: no calls after 9. Helps family time. Happy to chat at 7 a.m. Respect rises, resentment falls. Booster 4, public praise, private probe. Applaud in the open, critique in the chat. Teams led this way see a 20% bump in mutual respect in 6 weeks. Small hinges, big doors. Frequently asked scrutinies. Isn't respect subjective? Feelings are, patterns aren't. Peer-reviewed studies slice through bias. Can introverts hit these signs? Absolutely. Respect isn't volume, it's value. Listening souls often score higher on supportive candor. What if culture X doesn't shake hands? Swap the ritual, keep the ratio, mirror boundaries, fair exchange. Principles survive customs. Rapid self-audit. Grab paper, yes, analog, and draw 9 boxes. Tick each sign you've noticed in the last month. 7 to 9 ticks, thriving. 4 to 6, aware but patchy. 0 to 3, time for the boosters. Repeat every quarter. The neurochemistry of respect. Dopamine spikes when ideas you share are used. Feels like a fizzy drink in the brain. Oxytocin rises during mirroring moments. Think warm trust hug. Cortisol plummets when boundaries hold. Less shaky hands. Serotonin lifts after fair pay or praise. Steady, calm confidence. Respect isn't abstract, it's a biochemical playlist. My 30-day field story. Day 1, switch to 18-word emails. Day 4, colleague mirrored my water sip. Day 10, client paid invoice early. Spotted sign 7. Day 15, team huddled, asked for my strategy. Sign 5. Day 22, friend texted feedback on my podcast without sugarcoating. Sign 9. Day 30, 9 boxes ticked. Felt like upgrading from cardboard sword to lightsaber. You can replicate faster. Mini myths to drop. Title equals respect. Tell that to disgruntled supervisors. Loud winds. Naval captains whisper commands in storms. Volume not equal authority. Agreeing earns points. True respect thrives on healthy friction. Activate now. 3-step challenge. Tonight, identify one leaking boundary. Patch it. Tomorrow, arrive 5 minutes early to your earliest commitment. Within 72 hours, ask someone, one tweak that would make my work shine? Listen, apply. Post your wins under #RespectRx so our community compounds momentum. Closing thought. Respect isn't given, seized, or begged. It's reflected. Treat others like VIP neurons and watch your own network light up. If tonight's dose boosted your confidence, smash subscribe, tap the bell, and share with one person who underestimates their worth. Next episode, 5 life doses you need before age 40. Bring a notepad and maybe a helmet. I'm Talha. This is Mindscape Rx. Stay curious, stay kind, and as always, don't stop running.